Hello and welcome to a latest edition of the Talk to Defeat ALS podcast. I'm here with a 5-minute tip with my friend Alisa Brownlee. I'm your host, Tony Heil, the Director of Communications and Public Policy here at the ALS Association Greater Philadelphia chapter. And Alisa, who heads assistive technology for our chapter and through the national office, is here to talk about an important topic for our 5-minute tip of using support groups to learn about technology and to share great ideas. So,
Yep.
Alisa, how does technology connect with our chapter support groups?
I have found that a lot of our folks with ALS and their families, they go to a support group and then, the Monday or Tuesday after the support group, I'll get an email. I saw somebody at support group and they're using this or they suggested that. There is a wealth of technology out there, of course.
A literal wealth, because
yeah.
it can add up.
Yeah, that's very true. And also a wealth of knowledge on our caregivers and the people with ALS. And oftentimes in a support group setting, a person with ALS will say, this is my challenge. And I would say 9 out of 10 times somebody in that room has met that challenge and figured out how to meet that challenge. And it might have been something they designed on their own.
Right.
Or it might have been something that they purchased. Or it might have been something I loaned. So, for example, a couple weeks ago, I got an email from a caregiver and said, I was at a support group and we were talking about calling for help at night. And they told me about this bell. What do you know about it? Well, I know what they were talking about. It's something that we provide through our loaner closet because medical insurance does not feel the need that calling for help should be a covered item. So it's something that I provide. And the only way this caregiver knew about it was because they came to a support group and happened to say, my loved one can't call for help at night. What do people think? And so they talked about it at support group. And so it led to me being able to, send this device to them. Communication challenges, people who are frustrated or, they don't know what to do. I've had certain families call and say, I saw somebody using an app at support group. Well, I didn't know there was such an app.
Right.
So support groups they're supportive mentally and physically, but also a great way to learn about technology and to learn what has worked for another person with ALS. Now, it might not work for you, but they can at least share their experiences.
And so a support group might be the best way to have a review of different technology, whether it's an app, a device you bought online that's electronic, or even just some simple technology.
Right.
Because if you go on Amazon or these other sites and look at the reviews, I'm pretty sure 99 to 100% of them are not by people with ALS.
Correct. And we've had some support groups where people just talk about the features that they like in their wheelchair.
Right.
And features that somebody might not know.
Exactly.
And so it's a great way to share technology ideas. Also, it's a great way to share home modifications that you've done.
Yeah.
In a supportive environment.
So use your social worker, your assistive technology professional, and your support groups as kind of a show and share.
Yeah.
Like you're in preschool, but in a good way. You bring whatever you want. If you have a bag full of tricks, it's good to just show them off because you never
Absolutely.
know. 1, you're going to educate, but 2, you might have a device and someone says, "Oh, you can use that in this other way."
Correct. Right. So I encourage if you can get to a support group, it really can be beneficial for both the person with ALS, their caregiver, and even their extended family. Anybody's welcome at an ALS support group.
Yeah. So if you want to learn more about our support groups, visit www.alsphiladelphia.org. We have the contact information for all of our caregiving staff there. You can email them to see when the support groups are in your area. If you can't make them, they might give you some other tips in terms of how to connect with people. And you can also go to www.alsa.org if you're not in our chapter region to learn more about where you can go to a clinic near you and find out to connect there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Alisa, for giving this little 5-minute tip on support groups and technology. We appreciate everyone listening. Follow us on social media at ALS Philadelphia, and of course, subscribe to us on iTunes. Thank you.